another edition of Straight Up Cooking. This is Bruce Sarton. We're going to do today a black iron skillet blue burger. Blue pertaining to the blue cheese that we're going to put in the burger. I've showed you here. There's a patty to the radio listeners. We have a patty a half pound. I bought 1 pound and broke it in half, and I've showed you this particular patty has the blue cheese, and I want to show you you need to really put it together and don't try to do it in a ball first and put the blue cheese in. It's easier to scatter it amongst it evenly, and then when you get it together, go at it. It does a way better job of mixing. So I have a patty here already done properly. We're going to go with the black iron skillet, medium to medium well heat. We're using an onion bread roll. We've got some of John's famous angel hair slaw. It's a dressing setup. You can use this thing. You can use this stuff on chicken fingers and anything you can imagine that you would use, like a ranch dressing or something. People dip things nowadays a lot. This guy and his family and the history, you can go to their website, John's Famous Slaw, and you can read a lot about the history. They do a great job. So we're going to mix a little slaw between no more than probably in the neighborhood of half a cup to a little less of red coleslaw, or cabbage, I'm sorry. And that cabbage is going to be mixed up with probably a quarter cup of carrots, along with some wild onions. I got a little bit of cilantro and basic red onion. So in a moment I'll mix that, put a little John's salad dressing mixture with that combination, and we'll put it on the burger to show you at the end of what we have. So the black iron skillet is like anything else. It gets hot, gets cold, gets hot, gets cold, so watch it. But on a burger, it's a lot more forgiving, I should say. So we'll start with a half pound patty on a black iron skillet, and no more than if you're looking to cook a patty quickly towards medium well to well done, then you can always improve the time and everything by just pressing. You can just sit here, or you can have cooking weights. Cooking weights are a great tool, but at the same time, you need to know how to use them. You need to be familiar with how much weight, how long you're pressing, the temperature, what kind of meat, everything. The grill's ability to heat quickly, cool down. So in this case, I'm just going to press with the spatula itself. You can hear it pressing more. And then when I get it to about, I'd say 45 seconds, about a minute, you can guess at this, I flip it over 1 time only. That's what I do with my burgers. Now you have to remember, again, we mixed it with the blue cheese. So there's going to be a little bit of different reaction, but it's not going to be such that it affects you until later on when the cheese starts coming out. So what I like to do is, I like to flip it 1 time, and you can see it breaks apart. It shows a little red through it, but at this point, I'm not moving it anymore, because the technique of cooking a burger so you can really enjoy the juice and everything and not flip it too much and put the weight or press it too much or put too much heat on it, is to flip it once at that 1 minute mark, and then when you flip it back down, right, you'll just wait for blood to rise through the meat. So if you're cooking like an 80-20% fat to beef ratio versus a 70-30 or 90-10, that beef ratio and that blood will work differently. So it's easy to let that go while you're doing something else. So we'll wait for this to bubble up a little bit with some more blood and moisture coming through the center, and then we'll flip it the final time. That's what I choose to do. the slaw setup, we're choosing today to use it instead of a mayonnaise or a mustard. We're going to angel hair slaw, the longer angel hair cut from cabbage, is set up for use of John's famous slaw mixture. But what we like to use it for, along with that, is to replace things. Replace like mayonnaise and mustard. And in the case of a blue cheese burger, the spiciness of this is excellent. But what we have to do before that is to make sure that we diced up small cabbage pieces, small carrot pieces, small wild onions, small red onions. It's all about smaller because we're going to use it as a more of a spread than just as a side, like a coleslaw side. So with that, what I like to do is, we would do it in the form of a bowl so you could seal it, use it, reuse it, that kind of thing. But today, we're just going to do it in front of you so that you understand how to, look how pretty that becomes. You got everything mixed in properly. You're not ever going to bite into it. You're not going to have something that when you bite into it, it becomes like, oh, that's a piece of carrot, that's a piece of something. It's just even all the way around. And the wild onions, I'm just a wild onion guy. I always have been. Grew up smelling them, running through the woods, forest, wherever you was, pasture, wild onions. Red onions, I'm going to leave a little bit out, but they're awesome. Same way. Now, we're not trying to emulate coleslaw. We're just trying to get some of the ingredients that we would like to use to top this black iron skillet blue burger out. So, it can't be any more than a tablespoon maybe, because we don't want to get so much that it doesn't stay on the burger, but you don't want to be too dry. Good thing about any time doing something like this is you can always add more, but you can't take more away. So I'm going to add a little more. And that'll do it. Again, you can't take it away, you can add it. Now the burger is so lean. I mean, the meat is really lean. You can tell because there's not as much blood coming to the surface. And that's a good thing. But at the same time, it means you got to work it. So we're going to work it a little bit more and help it get on its way here. Because anytime you work with a burger, overcooking it is easy. Everybody does it. The hard part about a burger is paying attention and keeping the juiciness in while not undercooking it. So that right there, again, we talked earlier about on other videos about learning to cook and touch. That right there is a medium burger. So what we're going to do is let it go just a little bit longer, pull it off. But when you get to that point right before, let's say someone wants a medium well burger, if you're at medium, it's a great time to put on patties, bread rolls, I'm sorry. So what you want to do with that is a lot of people try to do patties in different ways, like put them in the oven and broil them with butter. That's all. I've done that all my life. I like, on the other hand, to let all the steam and smoke do its job with the bread, let everything work together because it's here. It's ready to go. So I'm not somebody to work more than I have to. When you got the heat and you got everything you want available, And in the case of this burger with the blue cheese starts to become juicy that if you underestimate your cook time, you'll think it's not done when it is. It's the blue cheese that's actually making it seem softer and juicier, maybe on the rare side. So we're at the point now to where this burger gets flipped for just a second. You can see it's pretty well done for most people. But I'll press it one time. When you press a burger to check out its thoroughness of whether it's medium well or whether it's rare, you can press the burger and see immediately what comes up through the center of it. If you get a lot of blood, just somewhat blood, a little bit of pink, then you're looking at a medium rare and you need to keep working. But if you press a burger like that right there and you barely get pink, then you're at a medium. And that most people will work a burger and actually choose to have a burger that way because you remember, beef always rests. It sits, it rests, it cooks while it's sitting and resting. So turn off the heat. Gather up this good looking slaw that John, this is what I like to do. I can't spell it when I do it this way. Put that slaw on there. You don't need cheese. All you need is just another bag of slaw. And all the leftovers can go on the side if you like, because that right there, along with, I must say, we'll show you later this recipe, but this is our sweet potato chips that we had cooked earlier, and that'll be a recipe to watch soon. But that right there is healthy as you can get, along with easy to do. Thank you. Come back and see us.